Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 9 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go in this playoff semifinal game. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The game makes it second and medium. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That game moves the ball out near the 25.
But I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They need a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down on the third down conversion.
The Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. So after the incompletion, it's second down. the first down and more. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
The Sooners pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Using his legs, it's Johnson. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll run it from the gun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down and short on the 8th play of this opening drive. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And the Sooners are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's running out of time here. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. We come out into the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it to the wideout. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. The Sooners hustle to the line to run that hurry out. They're going to run it. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Crucial third down play right here. Quarterback drops back, looking for the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. Will spot it at the 42.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
The Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is four-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And the Sooners will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes the grab. It's Pollock. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes a quick grab. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Georgia getting set with a first and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made by the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. Handoff to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They call the counter play here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs to stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And that one's straight down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Running through the tackle. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So it's second down and long here from the 13. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off here.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got it. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
He'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Run down, it crosses midfield to the 46. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They go with a direct snap. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
The Sooners come to the line with 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hope the defense can get a quick stop. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tried to make something happen on the return, but steps out at the 23. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Pulls it in. It's Woods. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. The pass rush closing in. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. And the defense will spend their second time out here to make some adjustments.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They're back lines up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Snags the quick throw. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. The shotgun handoff here. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
That's a solid run, good for 1st down yardage. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Second down after the incompletion. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Play action here on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wideout. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Caught near the sideline. It's Woods.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Just trying to get rid of it. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it fly to the wideout, who makes the grab. And he'll be brought down.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Going to throw for it on third and short. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Quick throw, testing the middle. Pass caught, can he get in? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
From the shotgun, drops back. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the quarterback. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He steps out of bounds at the 24, not quite getting back to the 25-yard line. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. And the Sooners come to the line to run the hurry up.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns, and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. Takes it inside the 40. They'll head out of bounds after another big gain. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A quick throw out left, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This offense really clicking. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job with this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now they get set to kick it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone for the touchback. Getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Good throw to the left. And he's got his man open downfield. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that.
And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Hard running there, breaking tackles. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That run moves the ball across the 35. The Sooners will come to the line to run the hurry up. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Try and muscle for the 1st down. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Trying to find room. It's Johnson. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And the Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Hand off to the right side. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Makes a quick catch. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The Sooners pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And here's the handoff.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. The senior calls his own number. Picks up the 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? keep it on the ground to work the clock here.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Okay, ready?
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Man, I love to see these big fellas get a chance to make a play. Usually it's the guys on the edge, the linebackers, but here, the nose guard comes up with a sack.
The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. And the quarterback dropping back. Defense is coming after him. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here.
Come on, set.
Looking for a gap. It's Johnson. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Ready, go.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
On the set.
Offense facing 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
And they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Looks to the left, pass caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He goes down, and the ball game will end on that turnover. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Curb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.